thirsty right now. That tastes like lead. Geez, what does a girl have to do to get good water? Okay, ready? Well, that's because you're probably drinking water that lead has leached into. The shower! Lead is in here too! Well, if your tap water has lead in it, all of your water will have lead in it. How did that happen? I thought only schools were affected with lead. Woo! Some people lack major brain cells. Why don't you come to my classroom tomorrow and I'll teach you about some lead in water. I'm ready to learn. Go. If you want higher than an 87 in chemistry, you better come tomorrow. Actually, I'm an 88 now. It's better. Hi Morgan, I'm really glad you decided to come and join me. So today we're going to look at how lead is in water, not just at home, but at school too, mainly. So before we get started, I want to educate you a little bit on lead. Lead leaches into water from pipes and plumbing. That's why when you drank from the tap, it was the same water from the shower because all your piping will be the same. Exposure to lead can cause lots of harm on the body. Lead can be taken out of water by various procedures. The main two procedures that we will look at today are going to be flushing and replacing. So before we decide what procedure we're going to do, we're going to look at benefits for all of them. So some benefits of flushing, it cleans water of lead. It does take out the water. It is a very easy procedure, and it gives humans access to a clean water that they know is safe. What about replacing? So replacing is a permanent solution. It's never-ending. Pipes, as soon as you replace your pipes, they're gonna not. If there's no lead in the pipes, how are you gonna get lead in your water? So there's no further concern of lead being in there. It doesn't need to be done on a daily basis like flushing. Lead, as soon as you replace it, you don't have to worry about it. What procedure you decide to do will depend on your role of what stakeholder you choose. So here are some of the stakeholders we have. So student and staff, and taxpayers, and the government. Miss Piggy, why did you choose these stakeholders? Why did we choose these? We chose them because they're the most relevant. Taxpayers are like your parents who pay the taxes. Their money is gonna go towards replacing all of it, right? But the school board my apologies. The government has to initiate all the replacing. It's their money from the taxes that the government will choose to send to schools to replace all the pipes. Finally, the staff and students of the school are going to be affected because they are going to be drinking the water on a daily basis. So, let's see. These are our stakeholders again. So let's start with taxpayers. So for flushing, it is not an overly costly thing. So taxpayers on average will have less money to pay monthly when they pay their taxes. They'll also know where their money is being spent. They won't think, oh, I'm just giving out $500 a month to the government for them to do whatever they want with. You know that it's going to be going towards water. So what about replacing? It does cost more initially, but after a while, the cost will start to thin out because there's no more need for cleaning the water. It reassures you that in the long term, there will be clean water and access for them, their children, and their family. Now let's look at students and staff. Flushing gives ease of mind that their water that they are drinking on a daily basis is clean and that it has been done daily. Having clean water helps student and the staff stay healthy and hydrated. It limits the amount of plastic water bottles being used as well, because if kids know that the water is unsafe, they're going to bring things such as Dasani water or Nestle water. But as replacing, it is a permanent fix. Also limits the amount of plastic water bottles being used, because you can, like my Gatorade water bottle over there, you can fill it up, or like that one. You can refill it. It also will save staff time in the morning because they won't have to be coming earlier every day. So, it's my executive director. Hi. Now let's look at government. So flushing. It's an easy solution for cleaning water. Custodians can flush all the water every morning. They know that the water is being taken care of every morning and that kids and staff have clean water. So the government knows that every morning the job is being done and that their city or their...
Good morning, may I have your attention, please?
Okay, so the government knows that every single day the water is being flushed and that they don't have to worry about it. Whereas if they replace the water, initially it'll be expensive, but the pipes last up to 70 plus years. There's no need for excessive checking of PAB in water that's lead. They will deal with less recycling because as a result, kids will have access to water fountains and they'll be able to refill water bottles instead of using one for you getting a new one every time they finish it. Do the stakeholders share any benefits? Yes, the stakeholders do share benefits. They share some between flushing, such as there's clean water for all government, taxpayers, staff, and students. It's cheaper than replacing, but it does ensure your safety. Reassurance of knowing the pipes have been flushed every day also comes with flushing. Some of the benefits we have that are shared between all three stakeholders are replacing. Long-term solutions for everyone. Everyone doesn't have to worry about it in 10 years when it's all replaced. It is less work for schools and students and the government because there is the janitorial staff will not have to come in every single morning to flush it. It'll leave time for people to do other more important tasks. For the government, they won't have to continuously send people to test the water because they know that since they're using non-lead pipes, there will be no lead that is leached into the water. Cheaper long-term, meaning that after the replacing is done, that taxes will be lower because they no longer have to pay that extra amount for going into water safety. So, and finally, you get reassurance that all water is clean. I think that the best solution is replacing.
Yeah, that's good.
It is cheaper in the long run, it saves money annually, and it is safer for everyone. It also lasts a lot longer than flushing. Flushing only lasts 24 hours, but replaced pipes last up to 70 years. Also, the water is always safe to drink. Is this solution right, you might ask me? I think it is because no matter how many times you flush water, there still is a percent that can be left of, there's still a percent of lead that can be left in the stream. If there is no way, if all the pipes are made off of substance, for instance, copper, there will be no chance that lead can be leached into it. I hope, Morgan, that this helped you and that your 87 gets up to a 95 soon. Have a great day, Morgan.